Und zurück bei Fast Forward mit Michael Stipe hier vom Schloss Bensberg, a wonderful castle here. On the new album, I think there's this wonderful balance between the two main strengths of R.E.M, and that is writing wonderful melodic tunes, I would say, and being experimental. Is that a balance that you wanted to achieve when you went in the studio?
Well, I don't think about writing wonderful melodic tunes. That just happens. But we did have, I think, kind of a group idea of what we wanted with this record. And I remember sitting around at a table and having a really nice dinner and some wine and talking about like our ideas of, you know, what the record should sound like or what it should be. And all three of us were kind of on the same page, and it was like, wow, that's cool. So we marched forward with that idea.
Yeah.
Of course, it became something completely different, but within this record, one of the things that I really wanted was a lot of space and a lot of air. I didn't want layer upon layer upon layer of sounds and overdub, you know, music.
Yes, it's quite reduced, isn't it?
Well, parts of it are, and then parts of it are kind of that classic R.E.M. 48 tracks of strings and little like percussion blips and blops and all the stuff that you expect.
Yeah.
But the dynamic between the two, I think, is kind of potent, and that's something that I wanted. You know, I wanted to have the space and this air and atmosphere and a breath. I wanted there to be this breath to the piece, and I really wanted to write a summer record. Something that speaks of summer and that speaks of the promise of summer and the inherent tragedy and shortness of time that summer is, and then in another way the incredible freedom and beauty of a child or a teenager, what summer represents and what it is.
Yeah.
That it goes on forever and ever and ever. These things happen that forever change the course of your life, and how significant that is. And so I wanted to kind of capture all that lyrically and with the mood of the record. But we were doing so by taking really real acoustic instruments and combining them with mechanical machine sounds and instruments and trying to bring it together and synthesize them, kind of cross-graph them in a way that did not sound like that's what we were trying to do, but in a way that sounded and felt really warm and really analog rather than digital, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And I would like to talk about...
You're not going to edit this at all? This is going down just as it is on TV?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Aren't we brilliant?
Fucking genius.
Yes.
This is
thank
my
God
idea of
one
TV.
person is realizing at last.
Well, thank God I'm interesting. I mean, what if I was a bore?
Well, but then I would stop a bore. I would stop talking, really. Sort of then I would make it shorter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know, because I'm the boss of the show.
Got it. I like that.
Yes. And this video thing, I know that R.E.M. videos always were very important to R.E.M. You can see in every video, really. Weren't you ever afraid? What is that?
I think it's a giant fig.
Oh, yeah. Weren't you ever afraid that a video would take something from the music?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the nature of the medium, but you know, we try to work with people, and we try to create videos or put together videos that are fun to watch, interesting to watch, something you want to see over and over again, but don't really steal the soul or the visual landscape, the movie that you get when you listen to a song, that don't really steal that from you.
Yeah.
I can't say how successful we've been with that.
Well,
I think we've done okay. I mean, some of the videos I really like, but I can't hear the song without picturing parts of the video.
But that's again something that bands hate, you know, that you force a picture onto music. That is a reason why lots of people hate making videos.
Right.
And but would you say lots of people also say that videos are sort of the new experimental films, where you have sort of 3 minutes to try stuff, or is it really advertising?
It's advertising. And
okay, so it can't be art?
That would be the case if the networks and the distributors of music videos were a little less shut down about what is and is not acceptable.
Yeah.
I mean, their business, they're focusing on the economic and
is it a fight?
The economic dictates that this is what you have to have in a video, and blah blah blah. That's business stuff that nobody gives a shit about. But it's why all the videos that you see are kind of pretty much the same.
Yes, but
1%
yours
difference.
aren't.
Well, ours also weren't shown on every video distribution.
Yeah.
You know, there are parts of the world where they just don't even want to know about it because we don't have Godzilla marching through Times Square or whatever.
Okay, yeah, fireworks or whatever.
Or girls in bikinis, and although that was more a thing of the 80s now.
Well, no, it's in the hip hop videos now again, filming under women's skirts and stuff in every video. It's unbelievable, combining violence and sex and stuff. Ooh.
But I happen to think videos are really dead medium, and you just don't spend that much energy and that much money, frankly, in either the record company's money or your money on something that's not going to get shown. So the economics kind of dictate what it's going to be. Yeah. And that's sad, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
It had great promise. Still has great promise. When technology picks up a little bit and people start making movies just for the fans, and you don't have to have this distribution system to go through, and you can do whatever you want, then I think it does have great promise. But for now, it's really a dead medium.
Yeah. And I would like to talk about your movie activities. Have you got any sort of near future plans about that? Sort of being a producer again and stuff like that?
Well, it's an ongoing thing, and it has been since 14 years now. I've been making films, so I've made 29 feature films as a producer or executive producer.
Maybe this is a really stupid question, but what exactly does a producer do?
Nobody knows. Yeah. That's the brilliance of the job.
It sounds brilliant,
that's what
doesn't
I love about it. Yeah.
I am the producer. Hello.
My job changes on each project, but you know, basically, I have my producing partner is going to take care of the business stuff. I take care of more creative stuff. But you find a script, you find the person to direct it, or you go out and you cast it. You try to find people to pay for it. You find the writer, or you find a writer, and you rewrite it and make it shootable.
So it can be nearly everything.
Just about. I mean,
concerned.
I'm just thinking, like being John Malkovich. The rewrite alone of that script was brilliant, but it was horribly flawed as a film. It would have never. It didn't make any sense. It wasn't. Things didn't come to a good or natural conclusion. The arc of each character was completely wrong. Yeah. It wasn't written to be a script. It was written to be a piece of writing, and so we worked with Charlie Kaufman, the writer, for just about a year, rewriting the script and kind of redrafting the characters and the storyline, and how it turned out in the film was very, very different from how it started. But magically and brilliantly.
The light went out. That doesn't matter, does it? Good.
It turned into, it maintained that insane kind of integrity that it had when we first saw it. And so, that's just an example. You try to finance it, you cast it, you're on the set to make sure that the director's not being fucked with by the people that they're paying for it. You help edit it, you help do the advertising, you help do the promotion for it. It's different on each film.
So at last I know, now I can show off because I know what a producer does at last.
That's some producers, and then
other producers don't turn up and don't do anything.
Yeah, it's all different. It's all different.
Have you got an all-time favourite film of yours?
I think one, and it's really just for the writing. Edward Albee wrote a play called "Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf," and there was a moment in time that would just seem to me as brilliant and crystalline as anything ever could be. With Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor and the cast at the George Segal. Just phenomenal film.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're through.
That's it? Okay.
That's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've got sweaty hands, sorry.
It's okay.
It's disgusting.